You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Hello everyone, it is the Almighty Jeff and this is episode 2 of L.A. Noire. Last time we were introduced to our protagonist Cole Phelps, who is currently serving on the patrol desk alongside Officer Dunn. We completed the first 3 cases, the first having us deal with a murder, the second having us dealing with a shootout at a bank, and the third having us chasing down a criminal. We've just opened the 4th case, and we're dealing with a man who's just been gunned down outside a jewellery store. Alright, so, obviously they've just set up a barrier around, and the crime scene is all ours to investigate. So, we should already have the clue for the shooting. Yep, so we'll have a look at that. Fatal sidewalk shooting, incident, 1 male victim. And non-bus shoe. Oh, it's a shoe shop. Never mind, sorry, not a jewellery store. Okay, so we've got that. So...
Broad daylight.
let's have a look.
Crowded street. Now I've seen everything.
There seems to be anything on the head. Anything in here? Ooh, piece of paper. Bank of Arcadia, see Galetta. Yeah, pearl earrings. Resale price $52.50. Ooh, that's quite a lot back then, isn't it? So look.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
I thought you were talking to us then. I was like, oh yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't think there's anything of particular note on his hand. Let's just look in his other pocket. Nope, nothing in there. Okay, I think we've got everything. Yeah, okay. Ooh, shiny.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
Okay, I wanted to get the job done. 5 bullets. Oh, I see a gun. That's a murder weapon. Ooh.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Okay. Alright, sounds like we're done. Indeed we are.
This guy in the crowd thinks he saw something, Cole. You better take a statement.
Okie dokie.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Sir, I'm Officer Phelps. What exactly did you see?
I heard the shots. I thought it was a car backfiring. I saw a girl run at the shoe store.
I want to see. Excuse me, officer.
Speak to the witness before homicide arrives, Phelps. If you think she's lying, don't be afraid to get forceful. Verbally, of course. And don't accuse her of anything without proof. Lawyers love that shit. And if you're sure she's straight up, try the general approach. See what you can coax out of her.
Alright. Let's go.
Can I...
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss. Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett.
And you are?
Galleta. Clovis Galleta.
Oh, he's the one that she's the one who he bought the pearl earrings for. Yep, there's details on the left, so we go. 27-year-old shoe store clerk, eyewitness to murder of Everett Gage. He's got an eyewitness account. I can have a look. So she seems quite startled, obviously.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage
My boss bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back. I was angry. I walked in front. I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
Okay. If you think the witness is lying and you have proof, choose accused. To accuse a witness, you will need to present evidence. Also, you can kind of see she's looking a bit shady. So this is actually a weird thing that they changed with the remastered, of which it used to be truth accused. So is it truth accused lie? I think it was. Or no, it's truth or doubt. That's where the meme came from. I like press square to doubt or something like that, or press X if you're playing on Xbox. Now in this case, it'll tell you which one to go for. It says like, if you think you're lying, press the lie button. They won't do that in future cases, but
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
okay. Well, we got the layaway voucher made it to you, so
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
alright. That's one murder suspect.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
You think the witness is lying, but you lack proof? Choose bad cop. Square to act as a bad cop. Alright. If that's what you say, game.
Are you angry, Miss Coletta? Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that last episode, didn't I?
Nice
Anti-Semitism. That's all very prevalent in this game.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think the witness is sincere, choose good cop. Okay.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
I don't like there's acting like it's such a big thing that maybe should tell us there were 5 shots. There's literally 5 bullets or the cases on the floor. So, but okay. All right. Right. So we're done here now.
The murder weapon.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Okie dokie. Spooky. But first of all, We're going to go to the gun store first, because we can get an extra clue here. So even though we could basically go to the store and end this right now, if we want to get the 5-star rating, which I can't remember if this actually has a 5-star rating, but every other case past this point does. You're going to want to find all the clues. I'm not 100% sure if you can actually get 5 stars without all the clues, but obviously we want to get them all. And there is actually an achievement for getting all the clues, and of course it's 100% playthrough. We're getting all the clues, we're getting all the questions right with all the suspects, this, that and the other. Although you said the gun stores, oh, it's just a couple of blocks from here. It's like halfway across the bloody city. A couple of blocks, with the blocks like about 5 miles long. Whatever. Also, it's quite different to all the other car-related Rockstar games because, you know, there ain't no speedy cars in this game. It's all 1940s stuff. Right, Eagleson's Gun Stores, 2:36 PM. Hello, my fine fellow.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like it'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield's jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
What a weird thing to do on your lunch break. Why do you go and actually get lunch? Like, yeah, I'm going to take my gun to get it cleaned at a shop, whatever, you know. I'm not going to get it. But let's just have a look at that clue. There's no real need to, but it's fine. Where weapon service Eagleson's Gun Store. Store owner testifies to Kalu servicing Browning pistol serial 01138. Okay. Alright, so now we've got that clue in the bank as well. Let's head to Hartfield's. Okie dokie. Time is of the essence. Actually, it's literally only around the corner. So it's on Broadway. It's on Broadway. There's no business like show business. Alright, calm down.
Officer, can I interest you in a new watch?
No.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Son of a bitch!
Shady.
Go, go!
Maybe he's just really far in the back. Did you consider that? Hello. Just waving at me. Hello.
Kalu, get back here!
Okay.
Stop or I will shoot!
Okay, so that's one method of stopping a fleeing suspect. And there is actually achievements in this game. I can't remember if I actually got any of them.
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
That you can get later on, but none of them will count during the tutorial stages. Oh, look at that smile on his face. He was dead chuffed with himself.
And the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Alright, I'll try my darndest.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
Alright, so this is the it's confession time, or an interrogation time. So review evidence at any point, so yeah, so we can obviously have a look at all the things that we found. So yeah, we've obviously flicked through all these. So we got the shooting, receive a pearl earrings Barrett on a Bank of Arcadia to see Galetta. Split 32 caliber shell casings, 5 rounds total found on sidewalk. FM Brandy Medal 1922 handgun serial number 01138. Store clerk testifies to Kalu shooting Everett Gage after a heated argument. Possible motive, racial enmity between Kalu and Gage. Store owner testifies to Kalu servicing Browning pistol serial 01138.
Didn't I ask for a lawyer? Shouldn't you be on the phone, officer?
I don't care, dude. Right, I'll go with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
Well, we have evidence that testifies against it. Okay.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
We have a witness testimony, so
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's gonna stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber.
ooh.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
That's a pretty nasty comment to make to someone who's Jewish, especially literally like 2 years after the Second World War. But
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen
That's
to your
painful.
drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy putt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
no winners in that case. No winners in that case.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boyo. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Promotion time. He's done sitting in a chair. Oh, looks like he's been naughty. He's has to sit outside the head teacher's office. Bless him. Alright. Ah, yes, so, you'll always get this at the end of your cases, but this is also where it'll show what how many stars you got on this. So unless it's just saying passed, but it would have been 5 stars. So your actions have earned you promotion. Prepare for reassignment. So sound investigative technique, service weapon proficiency, peak physical conditioning, and keen interrogation instincts. Cool. Alright, we'll run through the opening cutscenes for the traffic desk and then we'll see. So we've got the driver's seat, which we'll be tackling in the next episode. So, oh, okay. Gonna mix up. I know later on, usually the little opening card will actually have a clip of the crime taking place.
Here's your new desk, kid. You're on
or the
traffic.
lead up at least.
The hot sheet is posted here, next to the map.
What's his problem?
That's Biggs. He's an institution.
So this is what all the fuss is about. Why couldn't they build a freeway that goes past my place?
They haven't even approved the money yet, kid. The bond issue won't be till December. It'll be years before any of this will happen. Here's your new partner, Stefan Bekowsky.
I've heard all about you, Phelps.
You go easy on me and let me earn the odd citation, and maybe we'll get along fine.
I'm here to learn, Detective.
He's an intense one, isn't he, Mel?
Who's intense?
The newly minted detective here, Cole Phelps.
Hi, Phelps. I'll be keeping an eye on you. I could spend a little time basking in reflected glory. Make a change from busting hookers and dope fiends.
Who was that, Commander?
Roy Earl, chief detective and advice.
Do they all dress like movie stars?
Well, Roy is a movie star. And the whole of the seedy side of L.A. is his audience.
What is that supposed to mean?
Stick with me, kid. You'll find out.
Cool.
And now some housekeeping. Warm Central Division welcome for Detective Cole Phelps. Some of you guys may know Phelps.
Cheers, guys.
He's the cop who broke the jewelry store murder. Stand up and take a bow, Phelps.
If it's all right with you,
That's
sir.
That's an order, Phelps.
Shh,
quiet, everybody.
Phelps is one of only 2 serving LAPD officers who received the Silver Star during the war. Really gave it those lousy Japanese, eh, Phelps?
I did my best, Captain.
Why, you war heroes always so modest. I've partnered Phelps with everybody's favorite Pole, Stefan Bekowsky.
Hope you like work, kid. Bekowsky sure as hell doesn't.
Well, that's why we have partners, right?
Okay, can it, guys. Stick with Bekowsky. He's a good cop. He knows traffic inside and out. I'm gonna start you out with 1 case. You do okay, I'll give you a couple more. You screw up, you'll be rousting vagrants and running license plates. Now get down to the PE Freight Depot, 6th and Alameda. A patrolman called in a suspicious vehicle. Signs of foul play. See what you can find out.
Come on, Phelps.
Oh. Alright. Well, like I said, we'll do that next time, but let's just have a look. So we can actually have a look at our outfits now, because obviously when you're on the patrol desk, you don't actually have any other than your actual typical policeman's outfit. What's that log? Okay, so this is just for basically a recollection of the case if you need to go through and look back at old conversations and stuff, but we won't be doing that. So, we've actually already got 9. Okay, I think some of these are DLC, some of these also might be rewards I've got from some of the collectibles, which I still don't like. Apparently there's no way of refreshing your statistics other than doing some jiggery pokery with Rockstar services. I don't think there's going to exactly be a need for, because the collectibles stay there, you don't actually end up picking them up. You just you scan them and then put them down. So I don't know if they'll actually be all kinds of collectibles or if it's just literally carried over, but we'll deal with that when we get to it. So we've got the outside. I don't believe everything you read in the papers. Chicago Lightning, shoot straighter with a Thompson BAR shotgun. Okay, so that's one of the DLC outfits, I'm fairly sure. Sword Justice, the City of Angels is much more dangerous by night. Patrol, Cole Phelps' uniform when on patrol. Golden Boy gets out 2 suits and get them pressed. Hawkshaw, take an extra dose of damage and stay standing. Sunset Strip, best one while rubbing shoulders with movie stars. The Broderick, hit hard and take more punches before going down. And the Sharpshooter, shoot straight with a Garand and the Colt 45. So yeah, so the ones that are that give you perks, I think are the DLC ones, and the other ones are just for looks. So yeah, so there's no point going through the stats because it's not going to be right. But yeah, I guess we can have a look at our map sort of thing. But yeah, so I think there are, in fact, I can probably look this up right now about how many desks there are on, how many cases there are, sorry, on traffic. We've got we've got 5 in total, including the DLC ones, which if you own the DLC, they work them into the actual story as to when they take place. But if you get the DLC later, which can only happen now if you're playing on the Xbox 360 or the PS3, or possibly the PC as well, I'm not sure. So if you do the game and then get the cases later, you have to replay them through the replay section where you open cases and then revisit old ones. So we've got the console's car, which is the one after the driver's seat, so we'll probably be doing that next week, depending on how long the first case takes. I can't quite remember, to be honest. But yeah, so you end up getting usually about 5 to 6 cases per desk, and then it moves on to the next one. But we'll be doing all the cases and then doing maybe 1 or 2 episodes in the open world bit where we'll be doing all the street crimes, which you'll start to see pop up during this case, and we'll just start getting a certain amount of the collectibles done as well. So that's basically how the Let's Play is going to go. So for the next 2.5 weeks, we'll be going, at least 2.5 weeks, we'll be going through the cases, and then, you know, I'm just repeating myself, but that's basically how the Let's Play is going to go. Anyway, that is where we're going to end it for today. So actually it ended up taking on 25 minutes, so I'm pretty okay with that in terms of the actual length. Obviously most of that was cutscenes, but yeah. And we finished our first desk, which is pretty cool. We would have got the our first achievements there as well for finishing the desk. You do get ones for finishing every desk. And if there are opportunities for achievements that I should have got but won't because I already have them, I'll tell you about that as well. So, pretty cool. Next time we'll be completing the driver's seat. So that'll be the next case we end up doing. And if we manage to get it all done in one, that'd be fantastic. If it ends up taking a bit longer and we have to stretch it into 2 parts, I'll probably just do what I usually do in some cases, where I'll record the whole thing as one and then just do a split somewhere halfway between and split them into 2 episodes. So it's fair enough. But I don't think the really long cases should start showing up until at least homicides are a bit longer. And then, like I said, I never did vice or arson, so I'm not sure how long those ones are. But I know usually traffic desk is about a relative 30 minutes, so it should be good. Before I wrap up, let me take a second to thank my amazing patrons. My £5 patrons are Ever the Snake and Ron Highly. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And Unscreen Secrets, my £1 patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It is truly appreciated, and it goes a long way on top of the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to become a patron, you can follow the link in the description down below. We don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.